Hello everyone, and I want to discuss here the concept of platforms. I know I asked you to read a little bit about social network platforms, and the class is titled Social Network Platforms. But I wanted to take a few minutes to discuss this concept, platforms. What is a platform? What comes to mind when you hear the word platform is the train station. The train station is made out of platforms, and as you can see here in front of you, there is the train coming to a platform. Actually, there are two platforms here, and people are walking on the platform to access the train. What the platform provides for people is a way to access something else. So people are not interested here in the platform itself. They are interested in taking the train to travel from point A to point B, and the platform is a mean for them to get to the train. People use the platform differently. So, for instance, you see here some signs for services. Some people are waiting on the platform, some people are walking, some people are riding the train, and people come to the platform with different purposes. Some people just want to travel and not coming back, traveling in the morning and coming back, and in some platforms, you find some businesses. So somebody set up a shop on the platform to sell coffee for people who are going to take the train. Somebody is doing some entertainment. There might be some screens that give people a way or access to information that they might be interested in, or that the owner of the platform is interested to provide for them. So that's an example of a platform. Another example that comes to mind to a platform is the ship platform. The platform where for ships to dock and load and unload its items. It's a different type of platform for completely different purpose. The previous platform was mainly for individuals, personal use. The train here, this is for large corporations and governments, and moves things that are very heavy and docks ship in a completely different set of rules. But again, it's and completely different design of the platform itself and the size and so on and so forth. But it is the same idea. It's a way for people to access something here. People are the governments, the large corporations, and the what they are trying to access are large ships. And what do they want to do with that large ships? They want to load very large items and unload very large items, and the platform is designed to allow them to do that. Computers, you can think of it as layers, and this diagram show you the layers that you can find on a computer or a smartphone. Or smartphones or tablets are in fact computers, and coming also TVs will have computers. So what would be inside this? As you can see here on the bottom layer, there's something called the peripherals, which is your keyboard, your mouse, your printer, and any connection. There is the hardware platform, the CPU, the memory, the storage, the software platform, the basic operating system. There's an Android platform, there's a Windows platform, there's a Mac OS platform, there's the iOS for iPhones and iPads. Then there's the applications that sits on the platform. For instance, this presentation application that I am using is an application that sits on the software and the hardware. As you can see here, there are actually several platforms that, in some cases, manufactured by different vendors. There are some businesses that specialize only on in the peripherals, and some only on the hardware or the handsets. Like, for instance, on the smartphone side, there's the company like Motorola, like LG and Samsung. They make the handset. They partner with companies like Kroger. I'm sorry, they partner with a company like Google, like Microsoft, and make a software platform. Then they partner with a network operator like Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, and then they either partner with developers that provide content like calendar application, games, text messaging, and so on. Some of it comes from the network operator who may contract developers. Some of it offer an open platform, like the Google software platform has an application that give users access to the Google marketplace, where it's basically an exchange. Any individual can write an application, and through that exchange, the marketplace one can download the application as a content application. As you can see here, there are multiple layers, and each layer has a certain function. But the point I'm trying to make here is that each layer provides services to the other layer, and the user may only see the end here. So in both of these examples, if it's a PC, you as a user, we only see the applications. You see PowerPoint, you see Microsoft Word, you see Excel, or Keynote, and or you see the calendar on your phone, or you see the text messaging. What you see is the top layer here. Everything that comes at the bottom or beneath it, you don't see it. But you can't really run without having all of these layers underneath. And if you are to write any of these applications, you need to have some understanding of each of those areas. The diagram in front of you is a simplified view of the Android platform. Same, you as a user see on the top where it says application, the top layer, where it says home, contacts, phone, browser, and so on. These are the content applications that the Android platform provides. These applications to work, there needs to be a layer or a framework called the application framework that provide important features or mechanisms or functionality that that the phone needs, the contact, the home. All of them may need package manager, telephony manager, window manager, resource manager, location manager, notification manager. These are shared services, shared functionalities that all of them need. Then in the bottom you see the operating system layer, which is the software platform, which is a Linux platform. So the Android is based on a Linux operating system, Linux platform, and this platform provides certain what we call low-level services, which low here means lower towards the hardware, lower towards the handset or the processing unit. And it has the display driver, the keyboard pad driver, the Wi-Fi, the camera, and those are the peripherals. There's a camera, there's internet, there's audio, there's memory, and so on. And in between, there's a layer called libraries, and this is the bridge between the application framework and the drivers that connect your software platform with the hardware that it sits on. This is another diagram demonstrating the same thing. Compares two platforms that are very common. The Google platform, which is a very broad platform. If you go to google.com and click on more, there's on the top, there are multiple things you can find, and there's more. If you click on more, there are tens of services and applications or platforms that Google offers, or that all of them actually build on something very powerful in the bottom that offers the Google services. And then there's Amazon Web Services, and as you can see, there are multiple layers here that, and each layer provides certain services for others and for different users.